Nicole Morin was living in Etobicoke, a borough of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, with her mother, and her father lived in Mississauga, Ontario. Morin was on summer vacation from Walsworth Junior School, where she was in grade 3. On July the 30th, 1985, at approximately 10:30 a.m., Morin went down to the lobby of her building to pick up the mail. She returned to her penthouse apartment on the 20th floor of the apartment building to get ready for a planned swim date with a friend. The pool was located in the rear of the building complex. Before leaving the apartment, she spoke with her friend via the intercom and said that she would meet her in the lobby shortly. She left the apartment at approximately 11 a.m., wearing a peach-colored one-piece bathing suit, green hairband, and a pair of red canvas shoes. She carried a plastic bag containing a white t-shirt, green and white shorts, suntan lotion, a hairbrush, a peach-colored blanket, and a purple beach towel. She never arrived at the lobby and hasn't been seen or heard from since. 15 minutes later, the friend buzzed her apartment to ask why Morin hadn't made it to meet her. Nicole's mother, Jeanette, was busy with small children in a daycare group that she ran from her apartment, and assumed that Morin had gone to the pool herself or was playing with other children at the rear of the complex. She did not call the police to report her child missing until about 3 p.m. The Toronto Police Service then launched the biggest missing person investigation in their history, forming a 20-member task force and investigating more than 25,000 man-hours following up leads. No physical evidence has ever been found to solve the disappearance. By November, police had questioned approximately 6,000 individuals, including hundreds of sex offenders. The first year's investigation cost an estimated $1.8 million. The police investigation initially involved active searches and canvassing of all of the apartments in the complex. The first day, police set up roadblocks around the building and circulated vehicles with public address systems to alert neighborhood residents to the missing child's description, knocking on every door in Morin's 429-unit complex, and police entered apartments even if no one answered the knock. After a woman who lived in the building identified Morin from a photo, police determined that Morin had traveled down the elevator and entered the lobby. From there, however, no other evidence was found as to Morin's whereabouts. The next day, additional Toronto police officers were brought in, and a police dragnet consisting of mounted horsemen, marine units, helicopters, and foot patrols began combing the area near Highway 27, which is in the vicinity of the apartment building. Tracking dogs were also brought in to explore the building's underground garages, utility rooms, storage units, and sump pump rooms. A neighbor recalled seeing an unidentified blonde in the floor of Nicole's apartment. She had a notebook with her about 45 minutes before the disappearance. Police saw her as a possible witness, but she was never identified, nor did anyone come forward claiming to be her. More than 900 neighborhood residents joined the search. The newly formed Toronto Crime Stoppers Unit took on the disappearance as its first significant case, and the organization posted a $1,000 reward, printed posters, and produced a video reenactment of Morin's last known movements, which aired on television several weeks later. The Toronto Star printed 6,000 copies of a poster showing Morin's picture, and the number of Metro Toronto Police. 3,000 copies of a watercolor sketch of Morin were commissioned by the Toronto Police and distributed to police departments, post offices, and local stores. Her father, Art Morin, also raised funds to hire a private investigator. He also left his job, set up an office, and searched for clues for his missing daughter in Canada and the U.S. He moved back in with Jeanette after Nicole's disappearance, but the couple permanently separated in 1987. Jeanette consulted with a psychic in Calgary in her own effort to locate her daughter. In 2001, Toronto Crime Stoppers age-enhanced a new photograph of Morin as a woman in her mid-20s to more than 1,000 Crime Stopper programs in 17 countries via the internet. Child Find Ontario has also endeavored to maintain public awareness of the case by arranging for Morin's picture, physical description, and age-enhanced photographs to appear on electronic screens in Esso gas stations, billing envelopes from Rogers Cable, and the Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce, Toronto Transit Commission display screens, and on the back of transport trucks. Morin's mother, Jeanette, died in 2007. Her father still lives in the Etobicoke area. While the case is considered a cold case, Toronto police and missing child organizations continue to keep it in the public eye in an effort to garner fresh leads. Several video reenactments of Morin's last movements have been produced, including a 2007 television reenactment for GTA's Most Wanted, which is Greater Toronto Area. In 2014, the Toronto Police Video Unit produced another video reenactment, which was also screened at Mac's convenience stores throughout the province of Ontario. In 2015, the Toronto Police organized a 5-kilometer run called Nicole's Run at the Centennial Park in Etobicoke. The event included a candlelight vigil, and it also raised $3,000 in awareness for the case and for the Canadian Centre of Child Protection, which operates a missing child's website. In 2019, on the 34th anniversary of the disappearance, the Toronto Police Missing Persons Unit released another age-enhanced picture of Morin, suggesting what she might look like in her early 40s. Since that day, community members near and far have reported numerous tips, yet police have been unable to bring the investigation to a conclusion, and it is still unknown what exactly happened. Today, we ask the community to try and help us answer the questions as to what happened to Nicole and provide closure for her family and friends who continue to miss her. Nicole Louise Morin was born on April the 1st, 1977, and was 4 feet tall. She weighed approximately 51 pounds. She had straight, shoulder-length brown hair and brown eyes. She had a birthmark on her right upper forehead, and she was the only child of Art and Jeanette Morin, who had married 12 years before her birth. Anyone with information is asked to contact the police in Toronto at 416-808-2205, or they can email at findnicole@torontopolice.on.ca, or contact the Missing Persons Unit of the Toronto Police Service. That is 416-808-7411. For more information about the crime, if you'd like to contact Crime Stoppers anonymously, you can call them at 416-222-8477, or go to www.222tips.com, or you can also leave a tip on the online Facebook page, and that is Toronto Facebook Crimes. And you can also download the free Crime Stoppers mobile app on iTunes, Google Play, or the BlackBerry App World. And just remember, the police are also offering that $100,000 reward for Morin's safe return, and that's still available today.